Hey guys, welcome to the Heights Online Youth Group. I am the youth director, Jim Bullock, and if you haven't had a chance to connect with me, please do. If you're on our YouTube, go ahead and you can go over to our Instagram or find me on Facebook. Um, and you can get in contact with me that way. If you're on Instagram, go ahead and send our youth group page a DM. And if there's anything you need or you just want to talk about, also please don't be afraid to message me. I would love to talk and pray with you about anything that we could possibly that you may need prayer for. Um, so we are going to go ahead and get started. As you may know, we've been going through some of the Bible stories and just giving a brief synopsis about a singular character and how their story can apply to our lives today. Um, we talked about Job, we talked about Jonah, we've talked about Jesus twice, I think now. Talked about David and many more. And tonight we're going to talk about Nehemiah. Now, Nehemiah may be one that you're not quite as familiar with as some of those other ones you may have known at least a little bit about. So we're going to go ahead and it's not that much. If you want to learn more about Nehemiah, please reach out to me, and I can help you find more on the topic and just help you be able to study into that more. But as tonight, for time reasons, we're just going to kind of keep it kind of short, just a little bit about them, and talk about application from it and how we can best apply it to our lives. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So, to make a long story short, the Israelites used to have an amazing protective wall around Jerusalem, and it was broken, became broken. Um, Nehemiah heard about this and his people, or he heard about his people and the wall, and felt God call him to go rebuild the wall. So we're gonna start by reading. That's the very beginning part. We're gonna start reading by in Nehemiah 1:1-4. The words of Nehemiah, son of Hilkiah. Now I come to pass in the mouth of Cheshire, in the 12th year, as I was in Shuraha, the palace, that Hananiah, one of my brothers, came, he and concerned men out of Judah. I asked him concerning the Jews and the escape that they were left in captivity, and concerning Jerusalem. And he said unto me, the remnant that are left of the captivity there in the providence are in great affection and reproach. The wall of Jerusalem is also broken down, and the gates therefore are burned with fire. And it came to pass, when I heard these words, and I sat down and wept, and mourned certain days, and I fasted and prayed before God in the heavens, and said, I beseech thee, O Jehovah, the God of the heavens, the great and terrible God, that keepeth the covenant and loving kindness with them that love him and keep his commandments. Oh, I definitely read more than I read verse 5 as well on accident, but hey, there's an extra verse in there. I'm not going to hurt anybody. So, Nehemiah wasn't even living in Jerusalem, but was serving in a palace for a king of Persia. When he heard about the terrible conditions of Jerusalem with a wall that was in ruins, he cried and he mourned and he fasted, and it really broke his heart. It was very easy. Oh, sorry, I missed the spot. Yeah, he sat there and he cried. Um, it was very easy to sit in comfort while others are suffering. Think about places in the world that are suffering today. Maybe they don't have enough war or enough food. Maybe there's some war or other sufferings. Think about some Christians in other countries who are being prosecuted for just having church, um, or what's happening in Lebanon, um, or even some of the suffering that's happening in the U.S. There's a lot of it. It's very easy to sit in our homes and go, well, that's their problem, isn't it? And not maybe pray about it once in a while, but we need to be in prayer for them. Maybe there's even some people in East Liverpool that are. I know there's the people in East Liverpool who are suffering. Um, do we just sit in our homes and see and not do anything, or do we go and help? Do we go? Do we seek out ways that we can help them? Um, go serve at the Salvation Army or whatever it may be. Um, so we're gonna continue on with that. Nehemiah could have stayed in the palace and just kept bringing the cup to the king, which was his job, and he was good at that. But instead, when he heard about his fellow Israelites, he cried. He left the palace and he went to rebuild a wall which kept Jerusalem and the people living there safe. Um, and it wasn't easy. Later on later on Nehemiah, um, while they were busy rebuilding the massive wall, the enemies around them began attacking. They basically had to hold a tool in one hand and a weapon in the other hand. They had to take shifts, a building shift and a guarding shift, to keep one another safe. Times are different now. Yeah, we can see all around where people are in need of us to help, to stand around them and protect them, to help them build up what has been ruined. What are some ways we can help? Maybe you're thinking, what can I do? We can start where Nehemiah started. He prayed. That's easy. We don't have to go. That part's easy. We can just kind of pray and ask God where to start. Um, then, so he prayed and asked God to help them. Then he acted. Not only did he just pray, but he acted. He didn't give up. The world is honestly full of walls that are falling down. And sometimes it can be overwhelming to see all of the need around us. But what cannot do but what you cannot do is nothing. This generation is one who loves to find a cause. Sorry I got a little mess of my words. Your generation, this generation is growing up, is one who loves to find a cause and fight for it. You hear stories everywhere about teenagers who see a need and they find a way to meet it. Maybe they see that kids need clothes and they plan a clothing drive. Or maybe there is a need that is tugging at your heart, or that you are one who could help them build the wall. today we're going to take some time to take some time once you're done and just take some time and pray for these things. Um, Pray for how you can help, and if there's something that's really weighing on your heart, please reach out to me and let's talk about it and let's try to find a way that we can, as a youth group, help that cause. Um, if there is a way that we can help, and if there's a need you see in East Liverpool, even please reach out. We would love to be able to do what we can to help. So, that is our lesson for today. Um, Hope you guys think about that and you pray about it. And just until next time, um, just keep praying and think about that. And I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget, we do play a Zoom game at 7 o'clock every Wednesday night. So if you're not busy, feel free to jump on. That will be on the codes on our band us. It is also posted in our Instagram. Or on our Instagram, we post it in our stories every week. So please, we'd love to see you play. Come in and play with us and just hang out. All right, until next week. God bless.